The Albanian Navy on patrol. On board is Albanian Defence Minister Gazmend Oketa. He took office only a few months ago. Visits like this help him get acquainted with the armed forces.
It's a difficult but also wonderful challenge. We will have to work hard to be able to fulfill the standards for full membership in NATO.
A huge task faces the Defence Minister. This patrol boat was built by the US Navy. Some of the crew, like many other military personnel, already served under Enver Hoxha's old communist dictatorship. So Oketa has to build a bridge between the past and the present. His experience as a young student in Germany is proving helpful.
My experiences back then in Germany often help me now, because I learned to look at the big picture. I also learned it's important to think freely and to say clearly what you want.
In his official car on the way to Tirana, he recalls studying engineering in Siegen in Western Germany. A German education had a good reputation in Albania even back then. At first he had trouble with numbers and equations, but he is still benefiting from what he learned.
When I was studying, I never dreamed I would ever become a government minister. Actually, I prefer dealing with precise facts, exact data. But that also helps me now in my function of finding clear answers.
After his studies, Gazmend Oketa launched a career as a city planner in Albania. But things changed on March 15th, 2008. There was a tremendous detonation in the small town of Gerdek. The central depot for old army munitions had exploded. 26 people were killed. The subsequent investigation revealed negligence in storage and disposal, with rumours of corruption going to the top of the political ladder. The incumbent defence minister had to resign. Since then, 39-year-old Oketa has had the oversized office of his predecessor. But the young minister is circumspect when answering questions about the background of the disaster and of his appointment.
Okay.
My age is surely an advantage to me. That I have nothing to do with the old regime and all the structures connected with it.
It's often late in the evening by the time Oketa comes home. But if he manages a little earlier, his wife Adela, his son John, and his daughter Anna are waiting for him. He says his biggest hobby is his family. They all live in a nice but modest 3-room apartment. Today Oketa has time to leaf through a photo album on the balcony. It holds memories from his student days in Germany in the 1990s. Here are his fellow students. The first German soccer league game he attended. And his host parents. All these experiences shaped him.
What impresses me about the Germans is this propriety, this straightforwardness, including in personal relations. That they really mean what they say.
He's typically German himself, punctual and orderly. And now he's trying to teach other people how to be that way.
But he says he never got really good at the language. Gazmend Oketa is travelling again early the next day, on his way to a military base for special forces. Albania is a country that has left the past behind, but has not yet arrived in the present. Relics from Enver Hoxha's communist regime appear again and again at the side of the road. Thousands of small bunkers to protect the dictatorship against invasion. Today, Albanians are happy to have broken through their isolation.
Fortunately, this regime with its bunkers was unable to rob us of our dreams and our hopes that someday the borders would open and we could live in a free Europe.
We soon reached the Zal Air Barracks. The young minister is received with military honours. Then the special forces demonstrate their abilities. Albania wants to train several hundred of them to use all over the world on NATO missions and to fight Islamic fundamentalist terrorists, as in this scenario. Oketa, otherwise reserved, is proud of what his soldiers demonstrate.
I feel really good when I see how this troop does its work, not only for Albania, but also in terms of our international duties.
It will take some time before the Albanian army can come up to international standards. But Oketa says the most important thing is that his soldiers are thinking in a new way, and only a unified Europe will be able to meet new challenges. That is the most important lesson he learned in Germany.